What's up, guys? My name is Sana Kofi. I'm coming your way with another book. This is the third book review I am doing on this channel, and I want to talk about this book. The title of the book is The Man in the Mirror by Patrick Morley. Now, I believe every single Christian needs to get this book. This is the first Christian book I read from cover to cover. Now, you see, what I do before I read any book is I go online and then I search for reviews on the book, right? So this was one of the books I didn't even know what I was going to encounter when I got the book. It was a gift from a lady friend. And so I searched online and information on the book was scanty, right? I didn't really get much information on the book. And so I started reading it, not knowing it was a Christian book. I'm a Christian, by the way. So I started reading it not knowing it was a Christian book. And so for me, it was a little bit weird because I'd never read a truly out and out Christian book, right? I'd never read any book like that. I've read books written by great pastors and clergymen, but I've never really read any Christian book like that. And so this was a weird feeling for me, but I enjoyed reading the book because I learned a lot from it. It impacted my Christian life. It helped me, especially in the field of prayers and all that. Now, this book will first tell you the difference between a cultural Christian and a biblical Christian and the side you need to belong to, right? Yeah, that was the first thing I learned from this book. This book will also tell you things about Christian being in a relationship, right? Listen, recently I was talking to a pastor, right, who told me there is a problem with Christians. And so he told me that if you check the registrar of marriages recently, right, you realize that a lot of Christian marriages are failing. A lot of Christians are divorcing, and so there's a problem. Christians are getting divorced much more than people from other religions, right? And so it simply means there's something wrong. Now, if you read this book, it's going to teach you how, as a Christian, you need to behave as a husband, you need to behave as a father, right? And so every single Christian needs this book. If you are a Christian wife, you need to read this book. It's going to teach you the things you need to do, right? This book also talks about your finances, how to manage your time and manage your money as a Christian. And I liked that part of the book very well. Now, there is a side of the book that I still use in my life today. This book taught me the format of praying, okay? Very, very simple. So it used a format known as ACT, okay? It called the system ACT, ACTS. And so simply it said, if you want to pray, okay, just break it down into these 4 groups. And so the first one, it's adoration. So give God adoration, adore him, give him accolades, say all the good things. All the names of God, adore his name, all the names we use to adore God in most of our Christian songs, right? Use it to adore God and all that. So that's for adoration. And so if you want to pray for, let's say, 20 minutes, you can do adoration for 5 minutes, and then you go to C, which is confession. And so you do the confession also for 5 minutes. You pray and then you confess your sins unto God. Now, the third one is thanksgiving. Okay, thanksgiving. You also use 5 minutes to thank God for a lot of things. You be grateful. Listen, gratitude is a big thing if you're a Christian, right? And so you be grateful to God, at least for life, for the clothes on your skin, for the fact that you have food. And just look around you. There are a lot of things you can thank God for. 1,001 things you can thank God for. Now, and the last one is supplication. So things you want God to do in your life. Now you use some time to ask God. And so very simple system the book introduced me to. And I use it. I even use it at church, right? And so it was one of the things I read in the book that has stuck with me, and I'm sure it's going to stick with me forever. Now, one thing I also liked from reading this book was the fact that it opened my eyes to the 4 quadrants of sin. Okay, so the book used 2 parameters: visibility and then awareness. Okay, and so once visibility meets awareness, it creates 4 quadrants. And so there's a type of sin that even you don't know you are sinning. That is why every single day you need to confess. You need to pray to God, right? And need to confess your sins. And then you tell God that probably there's something you are doing that even you don't know you are sinning. Because one of the quadrants, okay, a part of the chart talks about a type of sin where the visibility is low and then the awareness is low. And so people are not seeing that you are sinning, and you yourself, you are not realizing that you are sinning. Okay. And so it's also a part of that. And that is a part of that part or that type of sin is one that I see a lot of men of God go through. They don't know they are sinning, right? They don't know they are sinning. And people are also not seeing they are sinning. And so they are just not praying to God for forgiveness, and then it's continuing, and every single day they are sinning, right? And so it opened my eyes on that level. This book will also talk to you about temperament, right, as a Christian, and all that. This is a good book. I think every Christian, sorry for the lights, it is dark as you can see here, but I think every single Christian should get this book, The Man in the Mirror. It is the book every single Christian needs to get. Okay. If you are new here, kindly subscribe. I'll be reviewing more books. This is, I think, the third book I read last year. It was quite interesting, right? I'm telling you, my first Christian book I read, and it helped me a lot in my Christianity faith. Now, share your thoughts in the comment box. My name is Senakofi. I'm out.